Hello, people. As you all know, they say health is wealth. How do you stay healthy? There's so many things you need to know on how to keep fit. And trust me, we always have a guest that is always here to talk about the deal for the day. We have a health specialist on the show today. If you're just joining in, this is one-on-one Priscilla. I am your host, Priscilla Rams. And on today's edition, we have a specialist, a health specialist. She's also, she's a woman. And she's also a life coach and health expert coach. She's here to lecture us and talk to us about how to keep fit, how to live healthy, and the necessary things you need to do, the things to eat, what to do to live healthy. You don't want to miss it. And trust me, we also have a segment of the show where a representative from our major sponsor, Professional Real Estate, will be talking about their new package. They always have new packages every now and then. We are here to keep you informed, to get you on that right track. So we'll pay some bills. And when we return, we get talking to our guests.
Become an apartment owner with as little as 2.5 million naira in Ibeju-Lekki. Invest in own-to-rent apartments at Perfection Estate in Ibeju-Lekki. This is your own gateway to passive monthly rental income. Start making money while you sleep. The own-to-rent real estate investment opportunity is a product of innovation from the stable of Perfection Real Estate Group, and it's aimed at helping you create your own pathway to financial freedom with ease. For more information, please click the link below.
Welcome back. Talking to us today on how to live healthy. Like me, you want to know how I stay healthy? I would say sometimes I go to the gym, but I'm not a gym freak. And sometimes I try as much as possible to do more of food. And do you know there are some killer foods? Yes, I know you don't know that. There are so many things we eat we don't know is killing us and draining us and damaging some system in our bodies. But our health expert is here to talk about that with us and lead us on the right path. Let us welcome Mrs. Nike Aladesuyi. Welcome to 101 Priscilla.
Thank you, Priscilla.
So tell us first of all, who is Mrs. Nike Aladesuyi?
Okay. Nike Aladesuyi is a woman of many parts. But I'll be brief. I read science, laboratory technology. I have a degree in environmental health and science. I have a diploma in naturopathy. I have certification as a health coach. So currently I'm working as a naturopath.
So you're qualified to answer all the questions that I have.
Hopefully.
And we are introducing, on this segment, I'm introducing tea and coffee. So I'll be asking our guests what she loves most. If it's tea or coffee. As you can see, this cup, the tea cup and the coffee cup, they are not branded. So if you are a CEO of any beverage or anything of sort, we can always brand your products on our tea or coffee. Yippee! So Madam Nike will be choosing. Which do you prefer? Which do you take most?
I will do it.
Which is your favorite?
Any day.
Tea. Okay. But we'll be coming to that shortly, right after she answers my question.
Oh.
I have a personal question for her. So, how did you venture into health?
Oh, no, that's a very long story.
Cut it short.
I had a health crisis.
Oh,
so I had arthritis, and doctors had told me I was going to be on steroids for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Now that looked like a very long time because I wasn't yet 40.
Wow.
And so I started looking for answers. Because the only thing they could do was give me some shots once in 3 months. I took the first one. I think I took the second one. But each time I took the shots, my leg was useless for the day. Maybe 2 days sometimes. So I just felt that wasn't the way to go.
Can imagine.
So I started asking questions. Then a few years down the line, my husband had another crisis. In his own case, he had cancer. And of course,
I'm so sorry.
there were so many questions asked.
Yeah.
And of course, we didn't get any answers. That led me to meet my mentor who trained me, Reverend Tony Akiyemi. And then he now was guiding me, do this, do that. For the cancer, we didn't have a solution, as it were, because we picked it at stage 4 anyway. But the things he asked me to do for my husband, I did for myself too. And by the time he passed on, I was fine. I didn't need the steroids again. So that's what made me decide to pursue.
So your husband
there must be
passed
something.
on.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Because a few years later, I remarried.
Oh.
So just to set the record straight.
Wow. So that gave you that. Were you angry when you went into it? Were you angry, like, out of the experiences you'd gone through?
Anger is actually an understatement.
Wow.
I was livid. That guy was the best thing that happened to me.
Oh my God.
And then the year after, my dad died of cancer too. So it was actually a double blow. And I needed to find out.
How were you able to come out from that crisis? Because mentally, how were you able to come out? Emotionally, mentally,
Well, I did a number of things to help me come out. I had fantastic people around me.
Yeah.
To start with, I had people who were bent on seeing me heal and get well. And then I think the relationship between my dad and I, my husband and I, were good enough for me to look back and be happy to move on. I think that was the best thing for me, because I would look back and be like, okay, it was good while it lasted, so I could move on. I could move on.
Well, I'm glad you were able to, because there's so many people that go through that till date. They are still thinking of how to come out from
it's
from
tough.
it. Emotionally, it drains them.
It's tough.
So,
it is tough. Now,
you're one
I'm
strong
somebody
woman.
who believes, I was going to get you not to say that.
Yeah, you are.
Because what I realize is there's something to whom much is given, much is expected. So I believe that I'm someone who is special to God.
Right, you
so
are
he just
special.
gave me all the resources to make me move on. And here I am.
Can you imagine that she's here to put us on the right track as well? Inspiring. Okay, time for our tea and coffee.
Okay, tea and coffee.
Tea and
Hope
coffee.
it is bad.
Tea and coffee, okay. We will serve you both, but you start with this. You're gonna pick.
This is the tea.
Yes. Okay, guys, we don't have tea and coffee in here. we just have questions. So she's going to pick from either tea or coffee. She says she loves tea.
Yeah, I love tea.
Okay, she'll pick a question from tea. Then give me the question. You're the one that picked the question. So if I ask you the question, so she'll pick the question. I'll ask the question. She'll answer the question.
Okay.
Are we good? Are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay.
Mini, miny, mo. Okay, so I hand over to you, right?
Yes, of course.
Let
us see what she has picked. This one started with honest reply. Okay. Do you think COVID is still a threat to Nigerians in Nigeria?
You are actually going to put me on the spot. Okay. COVID is a threat.
Yeah.
However, as a natural path, I do know that there are things you can do to ensure that you are immune to that threat. So for me, I don't feel threatened. But having COVID is actually a big deal.
Yes.
So for me, my line of health is basically to tell people to do your best not to fall sick.
Okay.
So I would say your best bet is get your immunity in tip-top shape and ensure that whatever happens, you're not infected. Because it's actually possible you come in contact with COVID and don't get infected.
Yeah.
So,
but do you know there are people, are you aware that people contact this and they don't know that they have it.
Very true. That's why I said your best bet is to get your immunity in tip-top shape. In Nigeria, we are very carefree about a lot of things.
Yes.
So a lot of people really won't know when they have COVID.
Wow.
A lot of people don't go run those tests.
They treat it like malaria.
It is actually like malaria, if properly
So,
treated.
what are you advising us? We should get vaccinated.
Now you are putting me on the spot.
Because
For me,
recently, the news yesterday, I read where the Commissioner for Health in Lagos said those vaccinated will have to come for a third vaccine.
wow.
So, do you think we are still threatened by that COVID, or do you think the vaccine is something we should?
Now,
take?
this is my personal opinion.
Yes, please.
I won't take COVID vaccination for any reason.
Why?
That is because if you have followed the trends, if you take polio vaccination,
Yes.
you are actually immune to the polio virus.
Wow.
If you take yellow fever vaccine for the next 5-10 years thereabouts, you don't have anything to worry about. But they give you the vaccine for COVID on one hand and tell you to wear your mask on the other hand. It doesn't add up for me.
As an health, coming from an health
It
expert.
doesn't add up for me.
Okay.
And now that a health expert thing, health is in different segments.
Don't go there.
So I need to let you know that I am not an allopath. I'm a naturopath. I believe in only natural health. So the vaccine would be okay if I am told it will give me 50% immunity against COVID. I'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
But I am hearing, I am reading,
Yes.
and you have to take the first, the second. Now I'm hearing the third.
Yeah. So you haven't taken
And
your vaccine.
I haven't been told that the third will make sure I won't get COVID.
Okay. So you haven't taken your
No, I
vaccine,
haven't.
and you're not going to take it.
I don't think so.
Okay. That's a wrap for that. Next question. Okay, you said let me just do one more for tea.
For tea.
Then we ask for coffee.
Usually I have 2 cups of tea by this. I hope this is not going to put me on the spot.
No, I don't know.
That one actually did put me on the spot.
Let's see. This is simple. Something
Okay.
you can do.
Okay.
What are the natural food we can consume to lose weight?
Oh, okay. That's very simple. Thank you. This is what I should have picked. Can we rewind? So I just...
Okay.
Okay, so for you to lose weight,
Yes.
there are several things to put into consideration. It's not just the food, but I'll go straight to the food.
Yes.
Some people do, there are a lot of weight loss drinks up there.
Of course.
Some people do natural things like put ginger, put garlic,
Yes.
put turmeric, put cucumber in water, infuse and drink.
Yes.
Now, what that infusion will do for you is not taking the weight away. It's actually just going to rev up your metabolism. Hopefully, your body will be able to make use of that to lose weight.
Wow.
For some people, it won't still happen. So you still need to do a few other things. So to lose weight, basically, you need to consume just enough calories to use.
Calories?
Yes. What I mean by that is, you use calories, we use calories. I'm talking because I have some energy.
Of course.
So, based on what your day-to-day activities are, you need to consume just enough. So you're not eating enough for your body to store. It is when your body starts to store, that's when you begin to add up the weight. So, for me, weight loss is a personal
it reduces
journey.
your appetite for food.
No, you reduce your appetite for food by yourself.
No, I thought you were trying to say that consuming those things helps reduce your appetite for food.
Consuming those things rev up the ability your body has to use up the food you have taken in.
Oh,
That's
now
what I mean
understand.
by your metabolism is raised.
Okay.
So you eat, yes, but then your body is able to make use of it rather than store it as adipose tissues.
Right.
So, what would I be eating on a weight loss diet? Me, I would consume fruits, and then I'll take a lot of salads. I would personally go off animal protein. That is meat, the fish, the chicken. If I actually effectively, you said weight loss now.
Okay.
And you know it's a short-term thing.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to be off it forever.
Yeah. Right.
So you want to lose weight. I'm going to be looking at what you look like currently, and I'm telling you, okay, in 6 weeks, in 2 months, in 3 months, if you're able to stay off some of these things, I'll stay off added sugars, excess or processed carbohydrates.
Yeah.
So I'll be consuming fruits because of the fiber, the vegetable salads because of the fiber.
Yeah.
They're filling, so you won't get to eat too much. Then whole grains. So if I want to eat rice, it will not be polished rice, to be local rice. If I want to eat yam, it will not be processed yam. It will be...
What's the difference?
Because those other processed ones have the fibers taken away.
Yeah.
Once the fiber is taken away, it just sits in your system.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know.
Pile up the calories for you.
Wow. Loss of weight, we need to go to the gym.
No. I'm a perfect 8-10. I hit the gym every morning.
Okay.
I still hit the gym every morning. If I do not get to the gym, my day is not complete. I'm not...
Okay, so what are the type of food we need to eat before going to the gym and after?
That depends on your health
We
condition.
want to follow the routine of
So
losing
if
weight.
it is to lose weight, if I am that gym coach and I run a gym,
Yes.
if I am that gym coach, I will tell you to drink water, warm water, and come to the gym without eating. After you have worked out, then you have a plan, maybe some fruits, maybe some smoothies, maybe some for breakfast, and then the other parts of the day.
What are the killer foods you know?
Ouch.
Because we just eat. We eat anything. Sometimes it's what our money can afford to buy, we eat. But we don't know that most of the things we eat, there are some that are damaging to our system, there are some that are not good for us. So how do we know these things?
Killer foods. Number one is white sugar. For me.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Okay.
Number two for me would be white flour products.
Okay.
White flour products.
What makes them killer food?
Okay, killer because they're not giving you nutrients beyond carbohydrates.
Okay.
And you will get carbohydrates from practically everything else. So adding that is just like belaboring the point. So you need a cup of sugar in your system. And from your beans, you get some sugar. From your rice you get some sugar. From your eba, you get some sugar. Especially in this part of the world. Practically everything we eat ends up as sugar. The minute you're adding another cup of sugar, then there's trouble. For me, another thing I feel is very detrimental to health. I won't call it killer foods because there are brands who produce them, and they're basically sugar products, sugared foods.
So what do you
drinks,
advise to take in place
processed
of white
foods?
sugar? Because so many people cannot stay without taking something sweet. Like you want to take a black tea, you need to add something to spice, to sweeten it. Yeah, so I wouldn't advise people to take sweetener because probably because I don't like it or I've read about
sweetener is another killer food.
Yeah, so
I mean, some sweeteners are in the class of fuller killer foods too.
Okay, so what do you
sweetener that
advise
is low
them
calorie
to
or
take
0 calorie?
in place of sugar?
White
sugar. A lot of people say brown sugar is healthy.
I'm not sure I completely agree.
So what should we take in place of
I would just
white sugar?
I think taking sweet things is a taste we adapt. So getting out of it is a taste we learn to walk out of. I used to be a sweet tooth, so I'm talking from personal experience. But right now I can take my cup of black tea, lace it with lemon, and I'm good to go.
Wow.
But if you have to take something sweet, then original honey will be fine, molasses will be fine, Stevia would be fine. Jaggery would be fine. Those would be my choices.
Okay, so you have to finish your tea actually. We still have one. Oh, tea! Okay, I wanted to take it since it's the last one, but I'll allow you to take it.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't matter. This is the last one.
No, normally, when you're taking breakfast, don't you finish your cup of tea?
I have to.
Okay, so this is as an health expert and a wellness coach, are you in support of liposuction?
Okay. Very simple, but also putting me on the spot. No, I do not think it is necessary to put myself under the knife to lose weight. There are easier and simpler things to do. Okay, so putting myself on a strict diet, exercising, limiting intakes of certain things may seem a long journey, but the beauty of it is several other parts of my body gets benefits. So skin is clearer, you have better energy, you have a better figure, you sleep well, you're just good to go. So certain things will not just happen. But under the knife, all they take out is the fats. They're not going to take away my stress. They're not going to take away my inability to sleep.
I also learned that most of them that went under the knife still, in the process of thinking, okay, they're in good shape, they eat anything they like, and the fat still comes back again.
Yes, because fats multiplies. So all you need to do is give it a reason to multiply. It will multiply. And you also need to know that under the knife, there's no assurance that you're coming out.
Coming out from
alive.
The surgery room?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But I actually have a personal question. Do you know of any side effects to going under the knife? Well, because I think the doctors don't tell them the side effects. They don't lecture them. They don't make them realize that, okay, this is what you're going to experience. Come 5-10 years from now. This is it. But I'm asking you this question based on the fact that you're an health expert and you should have.
Okay, so there are different types of doctors.
Yes.
Maybe the allopaths don't. We do.
Right.
We do. Naturopaths will tell you, if you do this in another few months, in another few years, this is what you will get. Now, going under the knife for anything has its own downsides.
Right.
You may hyperventilate, you may underventilate during the surgery, and that person is a goner.
Right.
And do I agree that doctors don't? I think doctors do, but most of us, when we sit in front of the doctors, we're expecting him to perform magic. So we really don't hear. Like I had a procedure some 15 years ago, and the doctor told me it's a minor procedure. It's just a lipoma, but it will take 1 or 2 hours of my time to take it out. And he gave me. Then I told him I'm scared of surgery. He said, well, that's good because this and this and this could happen during surgery. However, all things being equal, surgeries will go well. Good enough, it went well. So some doctors do try to educate people. But you see, the class of people who would do a liposuction really have made up their minds. I mean, it's not just a day-to-day, it's not a regular procedure that somebody walks into the hospital and I want a liposuction. It's usually someone who has a lot of money to throw around or somebody who is desperate to have a great figure.
Okay, I want to be sure I'm pronouncing it well. Liposuction. Lipids. Some people call it lipo,
but
some
I call it
lipo.
liposuction.
Okay.
I think for me both are fine.
Right.
Because it's a word from lipid, so liposuction should be fine.
So my question was, you're removing fat from a part of the body, putting the fats to another part of the body. And that process, I feel, I was watching a show, the reason I'm asking this, I was watching a show and I saw where they said, it's a foreign show, where they said, come 5, 10 years, a lot of them that if you were the one that
Put it in the box.
put it in the box,
There's going to be a lot of sagging.
You saw it.
I didn't see it, but I know there's going to be a lot of
so
sagging.
that's the side effect I've been.
But it's a major side effect. It's just that it doesn't happen immediately.
Oh wow!
Wherever you tamper with in your body,
yes,
there will be some sagging.
Wow!
Like I had my lipoma taken out from here. If you look close, you will still see that small sag there.
Yeah.
Because the joining, the suturing can't be like the original.
Right.
And so it's like you have an injury somewhere. Over time, there will be a sagging. Of course, we all sag as we age. But when people have had a procedure to get a certain shape, as they grow old, or as they grow older, people don't like to be called old, especially women.
As they advance.
As they advance in age. The aging process takes its toll on those parts.
Right.
So the hip that should be standing begins to droop.
Wow.
So it's a matter of just some time.
Really?
But those procedures can be repeated. And so you can
The
go
Lipo,
under the knife again. You can go under the knife.
They keep going
again.
under the knife?
Yeah, and get it done over and over. It's a cosmetic procedure. It's like plastic surgery. It's usually not a one-off.
And does it reduce their lifespan?
I do not think so, except that for each procedure, you have to go under some anesthetics.
Oh.
And those are chemicals you're pumping into your body. Anytime you pump chemicals into your body, you are damaging one thing or the other. It's a matter of some time.
Wow, interesting. I'm learning a lot, guys. Interesting. So let's give her tea. She's been talking for a while.
I wish it was real tea. And not these hot scalding questions.
Don't worry, the next time you come, maybe by then we'll have gotten a sponsor that will brand one of these cups. We'll give you real tea.
Okay.
Let's see what this one is. Okay. How do you stay healthy during the festive season?
Okay, so if you're talking to me, it's no more a big deal.
Yes.
Because I saw and lost the greatest man in my life to cancer. So, I mean, it just doesn't mean anything to me again. And I have 3 growing daughters. All right. Would that be growing? My first is a 20-year-old. That will not be growing any longer. So I have 3 daughters, exactly, that I have to show examples to.
Mentor.
Exactly. So those are the things running in my mind, even during festive seasons.
Right.
So we have 1 or 2 cheat days during the festive season, maybe the Christmas day, and then they choose the days. And those days, I let them do whatever they like.
Eat whatever.
Eat whatever. And then we do a detox thereafter.
For we that don't have mentors, that
don't worry.
Watch us, monitor us. So I'm actually, I'm not fat actually.
It's not about being fat, it's about being healthy. It's beyond being fat.
Okay, I actually want people to know how to manage themselves during Christmas, during the festive seasons, because there are many. For me, I see the festive seasons as cheat periods. Yeah. So what I would tell my people, because I have quite a number of people I mentor, I have Facebook pages, WhatsApp, tell them before the festive season we are on a strict diet to clean up, ensure that we are fine and we're able to receive all the onslaughts of our cheating. Then right after we cheat. But there are, in between the festive seasons, there are some things I will not touch with a long pole. One of them is pork. Another one is cured meat, sausages and all of that. I won't go near them. Another for because
me,
they are oily.
not only because they are oily, but because they are processed, and the processing, there's a lot of chemicals that go into all of that. Canned foods are some other things I do not go close to. And of course, I do not take any fizz drinks. Doesn't matter the festivities. It doesn't matter. That's because before I decided to become a health coach, I sat in front of a medical doctor who said, okay, you take a lot of fizz drinks. I lived on it, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
And I said yes. And then he said, don't worry, you have arthritis, we'll manage you for the rest of your life. So I had an impression that the fizz drinks was a major reason why I fell ill. And then in my studies, I realized that cured meat, red meat, fizz drinks, all deposits, okay, the fizz drinks draw minerals from the bones. The meat deposits uric acid in the joint. So a combination of those two, arthritis is inevitable.
But a lot of people say red wine is healthy. How healthy is it? Basically, me, I don't like red wine. I prefer the white. But when people say it's healthy, we're trying to stay healthy.
Okay.
How healthy
Wine
is that?
for me is something you have to take responsibility for your actions for.
Right.
I do not advise people to take wine. But if you have to, you're going to be sure that there are other things you're doing very, very well to keep yourself healthy. Now, that's
Right.
because alcohol is one substance that gets beyond the brain-blood barrier and gets into your brain. And for me, anything that can get into my brain, I'm cautious of it. So, except you're sure that you can be in charge of your actions and then you're not going to over binge.
So are you saying red wine is not healthy?
For me, unfortunately.
For you,
For me.
it's not healthy. But some doctors or experts, they say it's...
Yeah, that's why it's categorically said
healthy.
for me.
Okay.
My opinion.
In case you have some brands that are into red wine, they call...
That's why I said for me. Because I do
Yeah.
know that some people take red wine. Now,
Sure, right.
red wine is made from grapes. So let me explain the healthy part of it.
Yeah.
I've explained why I do not like it.
Right.
Because it can cross to my brain.
Brain, yes.
Now, because it is made from grapes, grapes is very rich in resveratrol, which is a very major anti-aging chemical, so to speak. So that makes it the healthy side of it. The resveratrol does a lot of anti-aging and all of that. So, but I can get my resveratrol. I can just eat the grapes.
Okay, thank you for coming on the show. But I have one more question for Lati.
That's fine.
That's the
I
final
think
one.
I realized that I was going to drink all the tea and take all the coffee. So here we go.
Okay. Let's see what you've chosen. You've said it now.
What?
Yeah, I've said this on the radio. How do you keep fit? You already told us.
Okay, how do you keep fit? Exercise, drink a lot of water.
Oh, you're
Drink
not
a lot of water. Sleep well. That's important. Sleep at least 7 hours a day.
I don't sleep up to 7 hours.
You should. You really should. It's the best anti-aging thing you can do for yourself.
And I don't sleep on time.
Aha.
I don't know what the
And
problem
you should
is.
sleep on time. Between 9 p.m., 10-ish p.m.
Yes.
and 1 a.m., your body is secreting a hormone called melatonin at its peak. That hormone helps you to relax, helps you to sleep well. It's anti-aging, heals several things in the body. So that's the best time to be sleeping. Between 1 and 4, the hormone begins to decline and decline. By 4, you practically aren't going to get much of the melatonin any longer.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Hey.
So
for people that find it difficult to sleep at night, and some result into taking drugs,
yeah.
What can we do naturally aside from taking drugs to be able to get that sleep that's
there are several things you could do that will help you to sleep. One is exercise.
okay? What kind of exercise can one do in the middle of the night?
You wouldn't be doing the exercise in the middle of the night. You would have walked out in the morning.
Oh yes.
If you check
You stress
the
yourself.
days when you do walk out, you will sleep. You should sleep.
Sometimes I don't.
Now, if you now don't sleep after having walked out, there are little therapies we ask people to do. One of it is one man called shower. You have 2 bowls of water. One has warm water, one has cold water, room temperature water.
Yeah.
So you alternate and pour. You take a shower in alternative temperatures.
So I have to put 2 buckets of water, one warm, one cold.
Yeah.
Then pour this one, pour this one, pour this one, pour this one.
You should sleep. Another thing
Wow.
you could do is have a routine time for sleeping.
Mm.
The body is very, very intelligent. The body knows, okay, she's going to want to sleep at 9 p.m. Like me, my bedtime is 9 p.m. as a rule. So anything I'm doing, my phone goes on silent by 9 p.m. I begin to prepare.
Wow.
By 8:30, 8:45, you are not likely to reach me. So by 9 p.m. I put my phone, because I am my first business. My health is my first business.
Interesting.
So
you still have to come back to the show. There's so many things we'll still need to talk about. But
so by 9 p.m. I get to shut down, and your body recognizes that she's trying to shut down.
yes.
And then you start getting sleepy. So if for any reason I'm out by 9, I'm going to start yawning by 9.
Well, my body recognizes it has to shut down
So
from
you are
3 a.m.
Oh, 3 a.m. Okay, so you can start gradually doing your shutdown. Maybe start
Okay.
do 2 a.m. Then do 1 a.m. Then do 12. Over time, you should be able to
Okay.
achieve 10, 11.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Are you sure I'm going to get to 9?
You may not do 9.
10?
I know that 9 is
10
extreme, but that's because I like sleeping.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you
It was
for
quite
having me.
interesting
Thank
talking
you.
to you. You opened our eyes to so many health challenges we unintentionally put ourselves through. And a lot of times when people go to the hospital, they don't know the things they don't know that they are the reasons for them going to the
They go
hospital. We
straight to
just feel,
doctors.
and some will even say it's spiritual problem.
Yep. Don't go there.
Every guest that comes on the show goes back home with a gift.
Oh.
This is from our major sponsor, Professional Real Estate Group. I'm presenting this to you. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you,
today.
and thank you, Perfection Real Estate Group. I do appreciate this. Thank you so
And
much.
buy land from them. They have so many lands. for sale.
Okay.
Affordable one.
Oh, and their
actually.
contacts. So
Their contact is there. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so
And
much.
I hopefully will bring you on the show sometime soon. I'll
Okay.
give you a call. You still need to come and talk about so many things, health challenges.
And I'll be glad to come.
I hope you guys learned 1 or 2 things from that interview. It was quite inspiring. I learned so many things I didn't even know about my health. I'm going to take note of that. She'll be coming on this show sometime. We'll work on that. So, remember I told you there's another segment of the show where a sponsor, representative from our major sponsor, Professional Real Estate, will be talking about their new product as always. Guys, you haven't subscribed to any of Professional Real Estate's products. What are you waiting for? This December, they are taking most of their clients to Dubai. Yes, Dubai. December to remember. That's another promo you should look out for.
Become an apartment owner with as little as 2.5 million naira in Ibejuleki. Invest in own-to-rent apartments at Perfection Estate in Ibejuleki. This is your own gateway to passive monthly rental income. Start making money while you sleep. The own-to-rent real estate investment opportunity is a product of innovation from the stable of Perfection Real Estate Group, and it's aimed at helping you create your own pathway to financial freedom with ease. For more information, please click the link below.